you need to know that he trained for this day. So we're doing a little bit of grab a noob by the hand and walk them safely down the road today. Piano is grabbing Chosen of Corn, Fiery Marine, by the hand today, and Mostafa is going to be grabbing the not old school Dullahan, the newer Dullahan, by the hand, who's playing as the mini brother captain. Mostafa himself is going to be playing as the Demon Hunter, so we've got a pair of Auto Malleus here, and they're going to be facing up against some apparently not so loyalist Marines, I guess, and they're not so loyalist Imperial Guard buddies. We shall see. No Sentinel here from Fire Marine. I know that's something that he generally likes to avoid if he can. Just can't be arsed microing Sentinels, you know. Who could be bothered doing that? I mean, they're mostly all mid. They did double mid. Though they're not all, technically, since the Commissar is on the natural VP. But yeah, called out there in the mid, and Mostafa going to try and put on a little bit of pressure. But without his strike squad nearby, the IST and the Demon Hunter are obviously going to lose a firefight against Tactical Space Marines and a Tech Marine. So that's going to be a bit awkward for them. Anything more interesting happening here? Well, yeah, I mean, Grey Knight's just getting into melee with Guardsmen, which, you know, obviously doesn't go very well for the Guardsmen. Over here, it looks like the Strike Squad are just tanking the damage. You do have the Scouts there trying to repair the power node. Oh, wow! Because of those repairs, they actually abandon it. Wait, what? Keeping the Tech Marine in for a very long time there, but looks like he will get away, just about. Only 12 HP, though. Treating the IST with 75% health. A little bit less, actually. But, crucially, before they lost any models. Fast Heavy Weapons team. Now, this is interesting. He's gone for double Guardsman, no Sentinel, yet he doesn't have Sergeants on the Guardsman. So pretty weird. Obviously this means he can build a lot of gens. You can see Fiery has built those 2 gens there, and okay, so he's built 3 gens, and this allows Piano to go for double tax. Double tax, of course, costing a lot of requisition, 450 for each of them. My god, these players are playing with fire right now, all to get a cap in the mid, even though there's nothing to defend it. But he does survive. Man, if a Sergeant came in and added another couple of models, that BC could have very well died. I'm not sure that was worth the crazy play there, but yeah, good initial VP lead for the red team, but it makes sense. There's a lot of ranged forces here on the blue team. You can't really handle the melee. The Strike Squad are just going to run through their lines until they get things out, like this Heavy Weapons team, which is now covering the natural here for Fiery Marine. Scouts just poking away at Purgation Squad. Purgation are very short ranged. In an instance like this, they will absolutely dominate the Scouts because of their damage, but Scouts can run in, shoot a bit, run away. Interceptors for Mostafa. So Purgation into Interceptors for Dullahan, and fast Interceptors for Mostafa with a Hunter's Blade coming up. Okay. Interesting. I mean, yeah, hack away at the Tactical Space Marines, I suppose, going for the Blessed Icon as well. Get into melee with those Tactical Marines faster if you use the Blessing, the Blessed Icon ability. I guess that's the logic. Would be countered quite well with a setup team, but then you've got Interceptors to deal with it, so yeah, I get it. Purgation there controlling the Commissar, but the Heavy Weapons team controlling the Strike Squad. So there'll be a lot of that, I'm sure. I don't know why he's not getting the Sergeants. Okay, finally he's going for a Sergeant. I was thinking maybe you wanted to prioritise the spotters, but it's like, I don't know, man. He seemed like he had the wreck. We did hear Commissar Lord's armour is on the way, so Carapace armour is now en route. Okay. A little bit of bash going on over here. Not a double push, just the Space Marines of Piano once again. IST do not want to get focus fired by double tax though. A little late with the Kraken. I mean, the strike squad have already disengaged, so I don't really agree with that, but he's quite relaxed about it. He knows he's got the Devastator behind to protect him, but here come the Interceptors and the Power Melee Demon Hunter moving quite fast there, thanks to the Blessed Icon. And Strike Squad just use their Indomitable to phase out and close in on the Devastator. So a very short, low-cost Tier 1 there from Piano relative to his opponent. I mean, Mostafa here, of course, only having 3 units, but a lot of investment, upgrades from the Strike Squad, extra squad leader on the IST, Interceptors themselves being a very expensive unit, and 3 War Gears on the Demon Hunter. That's really quite expensive. And we see the result. Mostafa is nowhere near Tier 2, and Piano is already about 40% of the way there. He did go for this, so he's got some mines and some nice healing, which is alright, but he needs to defend his gen farm. Fortunately for him, it's Dullahan that has the Purgation, not Mostafa. Now, if there was a good double up, the Purgation would be over there to help with the bash, but no such double up is happening. Oh, this is a brave jump. I don't think he realised there was reinforcements coming from the IG. The Commissar in particular here, quite scary thanks to his 50 DPS power melee sword. BC flanks the heavy weapons team. He's pretty low. Yeah, he's got to get out. Oh, this is brave. I was going to say, I don't think that's going to work, mate. The Devastators catch them. Yeah, he chickens out. Potential grenade on retreat. See, wow. Mine on retreat. Just Gibbs one of those Strike Squad. That was absolutely awful. Love it. We all seen it on camera. That was terrible. Fucking hell, Piano, please. This is interesting. So Piano reaches Tier 2 way before anyone else. Yet his first purchase is a Librarian, not a vehicle. It's a bit of a strange one, that. I like the purchase, but I think I would have gone for a vehicle still. Maybe it's not as obvious that he's so far ahead as it seems to us watching. I don't know though, Mostafa has got 3 War Gears on his Demon Hunter. That's a lot, man. And Piano knows that the gens went up really fast for him because Fiery went for such a low requisition build. That's the thing with this, Piano will be carrying because Piano is the one who didn't have to invest in any gens early. So he's got that really nice core of the double tax, but kind of caught out right there with the Interceptor jump, knocking over the tech green, but can't get him. He's too frigging tanky with the Artificer armor. Extra 200 maximum HP. He would have been dead if he didn't have that armor. So, Chimera coming out for Fire and Marine. A really nice tech lead here for the blue team, who are now ahead in VPs as well, though it's pretty damn tight. A lot of resources for Dullahan though. I don't think he's really sure what to get as of right now. We'll have to see. He's trying to get these little gem bashes off with his Purgation, but he's not very sneaky with it. And he's going to go for a Grey Knight Dreadnought. I mean, he could get... Oh, wow, he's going to lose his Purgation potentially. Holy shit. That is a lot of range damage right there. Yeah, he ran through a lot of range damage. Well, the sneaky Purgs definitely didn't pay off. He obviously should have come across this way before he retreated. Needed to bear that in mind. So now Fiery's saying he's getting prepared to bash, which makes sense. He's got his vehicle out before he's seen any vehicles from the enemies. He should be able to push with this, start attacking the farm. But of course, the Grey Knight Dreadnought's going to start coming out from Dullahan. Won't be able to do too much to a Chimera by default. Of course, it does have that heavy melee. However, it's only got an Inferno cannon. It'll kill Guardsmen, but it's going to need, I was going to say, either the Plasma Cannon or the Multi-Melter to threaten the Chimera. Probably a pretty good map, this one, for the Plasma Cannon Dreadnought. Let's see what its first actual shot from the Plasma Cannon can do. Maybe not. Keeps moving. Can't fire this thing on the move. Got to stay still on. I think it's got a pretty juicy wind-up as well. Plasma overcharge there on the Tech Marine. Flare drop down by the Commissar to reduce the range of the Reg units. That's why the Chaos Dreadnought, fuck me. Grey Knight Dreadnought is really struggling to do a whole lot here. Very small range. What? Chimera just got hit by his own heavy weapons team. Bloody hell, Chimera. Guardsmen are going to get out and start repairing. What's down here? Well, it's one of these Tech Marines that doesn't die. Is that Stasised out Demon Hunter, perhaps? He's got the Banishing Cloak now. He's going to use it there. But damage just gets repaired off. There's double Guardsman, no follow-up right now. Attempting to tank. I was going to say the Guardsman needs to get out and shoot this Demon Hunter. So he's not able to get that revive easily. And the last cannon can get some nice damage on the Dreadnought, but unfortunately there's nothing to prevent the Interceptors getting in and tying up the last cannon there. So the AV will be forced off. Is this double plasma? Oh my god, he's got double plasma attacks and plasma on the Tech Marine. That's going to be pretty scary if they're allowed to shoot. So you've just got to make sure they're not allowed to shoot. Easy, right? Well, you are Grey Knight, so you've got a lot of melee, but we'll see. Tier 3 for both of the blue team players. I mean, right now it's looking very, very strong for the blue team. Guardsmen moving forward and scouting. One of these Guardsmen has got their Commissar. Though he doesn't have the Sergeant, which is very strange. Did he never buy the Sergeant on the other squad, or did he lose it? Not sure. But I wouldn't get the Commissar and not get the Sergeant. Nah. So here we go. Wow, what the hell was that? That was artillery spotters just got took out by the Plasma Cannon Dreadnought. Again, Banishing Cloak going down to the Chimera. That's why it's stunned and got quite low HP. Interceptors going very deep though. There are Plasma Guns on one squad of Guardsmen here. And that is going to force off the Interceptors, but this squad of Strike Squads is running through. Basically, they just need to tie up the last cannon in the back so the Dreadnought can advance. The Dreadnought has taken quite a bit of HP. Loss. What's that? Mind Blades. Forgot about the new icon for Mind Blades. That's pretty cool. More damage on them and more melee skill. Don't really need the melee skill against ranged units, but the damage can help. This was a really bad engagement for the blue team. Yeah, they lost loads. They lost a lot. So Piano lost one of his tactical Space Marines. Fiery had the Commissar go down, even though he was upgrading to Stubbornness, and he lost his Spotter squad. But they're both tier 3, so it's not really that big of a deal. They're both tier 3 with over 400 VPs. They've got plenty of time to replace those lost units with very scary tier 3 units. And speaking of scary tier 3 units, here comes a Kassakin squad for Fiery Marine. Nice, using the flare for a bit of line of sight there. He heard a lot of the infantry retreating. Some really good chip damage on the Dreadnought. Only having one squad of IST per person means that it's going to take a very long time to repair that Dreadnought. And what is that? A Vendread? It's a fucking Vendread. What? What the hell? I don't know what that is. I don't know like why he's charging in. I can't even comprehend whether the Vendread is a good idea or not right now. But charging in with the Venerable Dreadnought here is something. It grabs a random IST. But there's a gem bash going on over here. And in fact, it's not even a bash. They're just straight up trying to cap it. Yeah, they have abandoned it temporarily with the Kassakin, but Interceptor's going to jump on those Kassakin Librarian using Quickening to get to their defense. I think it was Quickening. Yeah, a bit of a waste of Quickening, actually. He needs it right now, so he stops getting knocked over. Yikes. Okay, well. This is scrappy, man. Oh, Piano's going to lose the other tax. Forgot about them. Probably looking at his gen farm. But hey-ho, that's less pop and upkeep, so now you can get a lot of Terminators, right? I mean, it's kind of true when you've got such a big VP lead. Bullgreens could be quite nice here for Fiery Marine, because Piano doesn't have the option for any melee infantry, since he is a non-Force Commander Space Marine. So yeah, the Bullgreens can cover that role, and then Piano can get a Predator, yep, or Terminators. Either works, really. Predator's nice for Piano, because of course he is a Tech Marine. so he can heal it on demand with his Omnissiah Global. And the Vendread should protect from some melee, but we'll see.
Message received, sir.
Here come the Vortimer Razorbacks. And I've spoke a lot about these guys. They are very scary. Oh, double Vindicators. That's also quite scary. Yeah, very annoying. I mean, 2 sniper rifle shots from the Vindicators will probably be killing Kasakins. Must do. I mean, whether or not they hit the same model, who knows, but it's just annoying. Very annoying to deal with. But so are Vortimer Razorbacks. Very, very high DPS, slightly faster than other tanks, but they are slightly squishier. And unlike other tanks, they don't have that bursty firing pattern. They can't drive in, blast with a cannon shot, drive straight out. They need to stand and trade for a bit. Or ideally, outmaneuver their opponents with that extra speed that they've got. Turret down in the mid, so blue team really trying to fortify their position now. Double interceptors, knocking over some of the Kassakin, but not all of them, and they're going to soft pedal back to the Venerable Dreadnought, which is going to get a beautiful Emperor's Fist there, stunning 3 squads. 2 squads of interceptors and a strike squad there. Getting absolutely wrecked by that thing. Banishing Cloak activates on it, the Rites of Exorcism, slowing it down slightly, and there's the bottom of Razorback. So right now, the Venerable Dreadnought is debuffed, taking more damage from everything. That bottom of Razorback you can see doing some serious damage whilst that Rites of Exorcism is active on the Venerable Dreadnought. Partially countered by a Blesses of the Omnissiah, but really the more important thing going on right now is that the Bullgrins in tandem with the Lord Commissar healing with the Aura of Discipline. Or maybe not, because he has Stubbornness. Did he swap? No, he might have just had Stubbornness the whole time. But either way, takes out the Dreadnought. Snare it with the last cannon, then it's slow so you can catch it with your melee. And they managed to kill the infamous Plasma Cannon Grey Knight Dreadnought. We've got over a hit. We've got a default BC? Jesus Christ. I don't know why this guy's not got any upgrades right now. If he had some upgrades, he would absolutely slaughter a Librarian one-on-one, but obviously a default Brother Captain can't do that. That would be a bit stupid. And the 2 Vortimers kind of catching Piano out right now. Might be able to kill the Librarian. A lot of damage coming out of these things. Potentially saved by the flare. I don't know if it affected that thing or if it was just bad pathing on behalf of Dullahan, but wow. Oh, I was going to say, a beautiful setup there attacking from the right-hand side with the last cannon, but really just negated by the Interceptors, who in fact are probably going to wipe out the heavy weapons team. There is the Global for extra energy, and that should be a wipe. Do they get it? They do get it. Dead. Last cannon. Probably going to need to replace that one. Bullgrin's taking a lot of damage up front though. They do manage to force off one of the strike squads, but the other strike squad with Mind Blades and the DPS of double Vortimers weighing in is going to be a little bit problematic. Predator tank in the back lines forces off the strike squad, and the Commissar tanking quite well, but now he's running away from his boys, so he needs to be careful. Bang! Rites of Exorcism! Yep, absolutely wrecks the Predator. Yep. Oh, Kassakin now getting wrecked as well. Oh, they're going to wipe. Oh, wow. This is so bad for the blue team. Oh, my God. Going all in, trying to kill Vortimer Razorbacks. Vortimer Razorbacks. Just... yeah. So good. So good. Yeah, I think,
Requisition points in trouble. Our ally structure is under attack.
yeah, the Melter Stormtroopers might have been a decent idea, but the Vindies do detect, which is annoying. This is really annoying as well. Look at the range. These turbo penetrator rounds doing crazy damage there to the turrets. Knocking them over with scouts. You don't see that every day. They're surprisingly tanky, these Vindies. More plasma. Wow, that was a very brave jump, but here comes the rest of the Ordo Malleus melee. This missile turret, not really in a great spot. Ooh, actually, now it is! Ha! I was going to say, couldn't hit the Vortimer, but should be able to kill it right now. What's it doing? It's shooting at fucking infantry. You know what? Wasn't even needed. The rebought las cannon just managed to snag the Vortimer there. Quite bad positioning to lose the vehicle just to one las cannon, but perhaps got quite ambitious because he killed the last cannon already. He probably didn't think there was going to be another one. So yeah, Dullahan gonna just replace his Lost Force. Was that a good hit? Yeah, it looked like that was a clean hit with a missile turret. Only 80 VPs remaining indeed for the red team, but now we have some Grey Knight Terminators building as well for Mostafa, which might be the line breaker that they need. That said, dealing with a Venerable Dreadnought might be tricky for Grey Knight Terminators. Only being power melee. There you go, Psychic Assailment. Buffing the damage and the range of that Vindicator Assassin. Taking out the turret. Yeah, so Guardsmen just going to retreat out of there. They're a bit too close to the Order Malleus melee for their own liking. Beautiful special attack there from the Interceptors. Really, those guys could have cancelled retreat earlier. Well, not this one, because he doesn't get the Commissar on this squad. I don't know why. He might as well, with this playstyle and this build that he's got. I think it'd be quite good. But VP's super, super low right now. That's why the OM are really pushing up to the natural, because they know they can't get on the mid. But because of the duration of the game, I'm assuming that Order Malleus managed to make a push here. But they don't have any red for an Orbital Bombardment. Orbital Bombardment would be amazing right now, taking out the turrets and punishing this beacon that the IG are using alongside the Chimera. Right now, Paladins are just face tanking. They really need to focus down the Vortimer Razorback if possible. They are the biggest threat. Paladins, the Venerable Dreadnought will be able to handle relatively well. Bulgarins are just trying to get on the cap. I think that's, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Just fight. You've got plenty of time as the blue team. 352 VPs for God's sake. Like, chill. And here come Noah Stormtroopers. They gotta keep moving up though. Going into melee. Stop! Oh, that's a rear armor melter bomb. Wow. Nice pick up there. And that's a GG. Wow. What? Man. Well, I gotta say, that's kind of like a one-sided game. People be sending in some pretty one-sided games. What the hell? I thought it was gonna go on longer with a big-ass push and an orbital bombardment. That's what was definitely needed. Don't think the Paladin drop was a great call there, but yeah, whatever. I understand they needed to get on the VP, but you're not going to be able to hold it anyway, so what's the point? Needed to clear out all these structures. You can one-shot a setup team quite easily with Orbital. Obviously, turrets can't dodge it. And really, everything retreating to these beacons. The beacon is a really nice target for a nuke. And an orbital bombardment will destroy the Chimera as well. Well, actually, I don't know if it will destroy the Chimera in one of them. Probably doesn't, to be honest, but it'll do a lot of damage. Or you could just destroy the beacon. What happens if you destroy the beacon when it's the portable beacon from the Chimera? Wait, what? How does that even work? Do you have to rebuy it? Or can they just plan it again? I've never even thought about that. Someone find out and tell me in the comments down below. That's going to be all from your boy Torpid this time. I am signing out.